evening in an open house format. We're here in a listening mode. Our primary purpose here tonight is to obtain your feedback, questions, and comments on the draft environmental assessment for constructing tactical infrastructure along the border in the Del Rio area. We're asking for you to look at this document and raise questions if we missed something, misunderstood something, and as I've said before, that you all live here. I don't pretend to live here. A lot of us don't live here. The Border Patrol obviously lives here. But we're interested, tonight we're seeking input, your comments on the draft environmental assessment and some of the assessments we've made in the 14 various areas that we're looking at. Customs Border Protection Agency has retained the services of the U.S. Corps of Engineers, who also have hired E2M, and their consultants are sitting over here at this table. These are the folks that actually prepared this environmental document. So as you look at it, those of you who've had the chance to look at it, those are the folks that can help answer your questions. Fencing is just one element of the plan. Our objective is to deploy the right amount of technology, tactical infrastructure, and personnel where these solutions are most effective in helping the Border Patrol maintain and strengthen the border security. Customs and Border Protection is still in the decision-making process for fence locations. We are here because your input is part of the process. The National Policy Act, or NEPA, or National Environmental Policy Act, or NEPA, established a national policy for attaining harmony between people and nature, for promoting efforts to minimize damage to the environment and for better understanding of ecological systems, natural resources in the decision-making process. The draft environmental assessment was prepared to identify and assess the potential impacts of the proposed construction along the approximate 4 miles of the U.S.-Mexican border within the Border Patrol's Del Rio sector. The comment period for the draft environmental assessment runs for 30 days. It began on January 7 of this year and is closing February 5th of 2008. And then if you have comments that you want us to incorporate, we encourage you to stop in the public comment area, write them down, or talk to a stenographer. They would be glad to take those for you. Thanks again.
Since we have the head gates there in this rugged terrain, and then it meanders around and comes back into the hydroelectric plant, which is more Tugger. Okay. And then what we were concerned about is if the fence actually went up, how it would impact that area.
When we have to build barriers between ourselves and a friendly country, it smacks of fascism, the Berlin Wall, the Cold War. Instead of opening up the means of communication between our two countries, I feel this is a knee-jerk reaction. Same lies the Bush administration has been touting since 9/11. It scares people and angers people, but we don't feel like we can stand up to it. On a personal note, it saddens me to see this kind of thing happening. Did I say fooled? Something fooled?
The people are fooled into thinking that this is about terrorism and this is about keeping out the terrorists, but it's not. It's just it's a political reaction during a political year. It sounds good. It seems to be that this is what people want, Middle America wants, but they don't know how we live here on the border, and it infuriates me. But at the same time, I understand that people are complacent. And people are not willing to stand up to fight because going to be labeled a traitor or be labeled unpatriotic, and those kind of tactics are really sickening to me on a personal level.
What about the drugs? What about the illegal workers? What about terrorism?
there's different ways and different methods, more sophisticated, more technological, that can be implemented and are being implemented to stop those kind of things. But the wall sends a different message to us here on the wall. It means that we are now separated from a country that which we've been trying to, for the most part of our lives, it's been open. We put hands across the bridge. Amistad. We try to bridge that difference in cultures and try to help each other, because our economy, our culture, our people are connected. And the wall is a symbol that it's a symbol of separation. It's not a symbol of unity. And so it gives us a false feeling of that once the wall is up, we're going to feel safe. No, it's not going to happen. You need more jobs. You need better education. You need to educate the public what's happening. And the use of these very sophisticated public relations, advertisement kind of thing that they do, it just smacks of Karl Rove. Karl Rove all over again. I mean, he's just it turns your blood cold. In order to be patriotic, you've got to fight this wall. Fight the idea of this wall. It's a symbol that is not. Oh my God! The first time I heard it, I thought it was a joke, but it's no joke anymore. It's happening. It's happening. What little we can do, what little I can do, what little our agency can do, we're going to fight it with everything we have, and that's what we're here for. This today was just a powder puff. You know, put a little powder puff on the cheeks. There didn't mean nothing. The time comes when people are going to react is when they start seeing those tractors and cranes, and they start putting it up. But it's too late to react then. The time to react is right now and fight it right now. Otherwise, afterwards it'll be too late.